All right, before we close it out here, Jay Bird, if you would, give us a lovely thought to take us into the weekend.
You want that rhyme?
Sure.
I would love it, yes. Please.
Turn your can't into a can and your dream into a plan.
Okay.
Please understand, Kevin Ralston's the man. I don't think Virginia was impressed. I just tried to add on.
Did you write that yourself?
The last part, yes.
We could tell.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? Good seeing you guys after such a long break.
Virginia took me to Rosalita's. Kevin took me home from Rosalita's. It's a family affair.
It is. Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes mom and dad got to divide and conquer.
That's what it is, yeah.
Mama
It's like
drove you, daddy drove you home.
It's like we have joint custody.
Was I the only one drinking out of the crew? I think I was.
I was driving, and I had the kids, and it was so late on a Sunday. When we would get up as early as we do, I can't be pounding margaritas at 7 p.m.,
Man,
8 p.m.
I miss old school Virginia.
I know, right?
06 Virginia would have been, oh, Mama was out there making it happen. Although, back in 2006, I don't even know if you were a mama yet.
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
all right.
Magnolia was born in 2005. I had to think.
Okay. Doing that math. That's a lot to do this early on a Monday.
Why are you making me do math this early on a Monday?
Yeah.
My bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a very busy weekend. A lot of stuff going on. Sunfest went down, and, they were dodging thunderstorms the entire weekend.
I think everybody was.
Yeah, I think so, with whatever you had. Now, luckily, yesterday at Rosalita's, if you came out, they, for the first time since we've been out there, they put a tent in the parking lot.
With a massive, big tent.
Yeah, which was definitely the way to go. That was needed. So it was very key last night because nobody got wet. We were all good. Had everything set up. It was all cranking.
They just need more bars out there. I mean, it was just packed.
Mm-hmm.
They need like 3 more bars.
Yeah, did well.
A lot of people drinking.
Yeah, there was. I know on a Sunday, people getting after it.
And they braved the rain. I mean, it was raining pretty much the entire event off and on. People still stayed out there and hung around.
I did have one little sip of something. Did you try those margarita Jello shots?
I did, yeah. I had one of those, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they
that
were good.
was delicious.
Yeah.
We got to get our in-house expert, Lynn, from KVJ Nation on that. A margarita-flavored Jello shot might be my new favorite little thing.
Good.
Yeah, because those were different than the one you're talking about with Lynn or KVJ Nation. I took 2 of hers and I couldn't walk after. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Makes them count.
I think she uses Everclear.
Yeah.
It's pretty potent.
Makes those count. So, yeah, it was a fun weekend. We'll kind of run everything down for you. Sunfest going on. Like I said, they finally had a couple issues last night that they had to cancel. And, of course, people not real happy about what went down there. So I'll let you know that. Also, too, I had a pretty big celebrity sighting at Sunfest this weekend. I'm just kind of curious if anybody else saw this celebrity or not. So if the reports are correct. So we'll run down all that kind of stuff and everything else going on from the weekend. We'll get to that as well on the Monday KVJ Show.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
Oh, I've got food on my brain, and it's about tomorrow's menu. I want to make sure Virginia is ready to go. I want to make sure everything on that menu is doable, and I want to see if you remember the menu. Because remember Virginia owed me a party?
Yep.
Yes, of course I do. You emailed the whole thing to me.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes. You copied and pasted and emailed it to me.
I wanted to make a small modification to one of the grilled cheese sandwiches. I know that I asked for French onion hors d'oeuvres. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I was going to see if you could throw some French onion stuff in the grilled cheese as well. Make a couple of those.
Sure.
Oh, fat Kevin, you would love it. Are you going to get down tomorrow?
No.
Really?
Eating? No.
It's our anniversary?
Yeah. No.
Birthday week?
No.
It's almost summertime.
Oh, how sad he is.
And I'm just curious, are you going to eat before or after you run on the treadmill?
Oh, we are. That's confirmed tomorrow.
I think so, yeah. That's the plan, right?
All right, then I'm gonna run the naked mile tomorrow and then do celebrate. I'm going to eat after. I'm not getting on that thing bloated.
Okay, so the mile happens first,
Yes.
then the food.
What time do you want to do this mile, Coach?
We'll have to work it all out, yeah. I mean, tomorrow is 20 years, so we'll try to do that. And what do you want to eat? Like in the 8, I assume?
Yeah, I want to really enjoy, because we're gonna I'm assuming we'll have probably a couple cocktails tomorrow, right?
That's Tuesday. Why not?
Well,
I mean, who doesn't drink on Tuesday morning?
It's our celebration, guys. We're gonna 20 years. We're gonna just act like it's not 20 years.
No, we're going to act like it's 20 years.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting little sea tails up in here. Oh, don't make me be the only person that drinks alone again. People are starting to talk.
They are.
What do you care?
I don't care.
You be you.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, on my mind today, lots of fun stuff. I got to go to the girl doctor.
Good times.
They said I have to be there at like 1:30 for like some special girl doctor test.
Everything okay down there?
I don't
study?
know. I did not study.
Better pass that thing.
I know something looked weird in my last test, so I've got to go back and have another test today. And I don't like the way that sounded. Like they're like, there was like some abnormal thing, so I've got to go back today for like a second test.
So, like, your thing looks abnormal?
Yeah,
Or...
I think that's what they're saying. I don't know if it's looks.
Okay.
But like maybe there's
Whoa, what
something
is
going
that
on.
thing?
Well, how's that thing feeling?
Feels fine.
Huh.
Okay.
It's weird though, right? When they make you come back because something's wrong and you got to do more testing.
I don't like that. Some doctors are really not good when it comes to that bedside manner. I had a doctor one time, Jason, we've got some results and we need to talk. And that's all they said. I'm like, oh my gosh, what does this mean?
I'm dying.
No, it was fine. It was benign.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's how he delivered the news.
Well, they told me, they're like, yeah, something's not right. We want you to come back in 6 months. And I'm like, no, I don't want to wait 6 months. Can I come back in 3? And they were like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, if it's bad, do
then
I really want to
yeah.
wait 6 more months to let whatever's bad get worse?
Well, I mean, they're the medical professionals. If it was something they felt like they needed to see you for right away, they would set that up.
Yeah, what? So you're supposed to worry about that for 6 months?
Right.
Oh, hell no.
So I worried about it for 3, and now I'm going back today.
So they found this 3 months ago? You're just now confessing this to us?
Yep, I've been thinking about it for 3 months.
Then I don't think it can be anything that crazy.
All right.
You gotta let that out a little bit sooner.
I just told Panda yesterday. And
You didn't tell him either?
He was starting to freak out because I knew he was going to freak out.
Well, I'm not here to freak you out. I'm here to comfort you. That sounds kind of creepy.
Considering it's the gyno, I don't need your comfort down there.
So sorry.
Come here, let me comfort it.
I'm trying to be sweet, but kind of creepy. Well, good luck. Do you need an ice pack? Yeah. How do we? Okay.
I feel fine.
Okay.
I'll give you a full report tomorrow.
Please do.
Pictures, color graphs.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay.
so you get the results in today?
No, I don't think so.
Gosh, you have
But-
to wait more?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get more information today because I've got a list of questions.
Okay.
I bet
So-
you do.
Yeah, I've been writing questions down because when they call you and say, like, something's not right, it hits you so fast and you're like, okay, after you hang up, you think of like 10 things you should have asked.
And then you feel silly calling back. Hey,
Right.
I forgot to ask about this.
Because I'm sure everybody does that. So I just been writing my questions. I'm going to ask them all today when my feet are in the stirrups.
Okay. All right.
Party.
I had something I wanted to see if anybody else noticed this before I go around telling everybody. A buddy of mine was like going, you know who I just saw down the street? We were heading to Sunfest, both of us. And I was like, no. He's like, who's the guys in Bohemian Rhapsody? I'm like, Remy Malek? And
He's a very noticeable cat.
right.
Like, he is very unique in his look.
And he's like, yeah, he was down at the French place just down the street. He had kind of like a ball cap pulled down over his head. He looked like a guy who's trying to remain incognito. That's why actually I kind of paid attention. I was like, oh, wait, that's the guy from Bohemian Rhapsody.
Huh.
I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like, I watched Mr. Robot, so I've seen pretty much all the stuff he's been in. And I mean, I think that was him. So I'm just trying to see if anybody else, was it legitimately him? Did anybody else see Remy Malik, the guy who's in Bohemian Rhapsody, at Sunfest or anywhere around that area?
On Clematis.
Yeah, because it just seems kind of random. Like, why would he be in South Florida for Sunfest?
Like the time me and Denny saw the fake Vince Neil walking out of Walmart. We thought it was him.
Right.
But why is Vince Neil walking out of Walmart on 45th Street?
Yeah, so I was like, to get confirmation if anybody else saw him, be like, oh yeah, there he was. And maybe somebody got a photo of him or anything
Did you
like
check
that.
his soch?
No, I didn't even think to do that.
yeah,
I mean, would he post that?
Well, it's move number one. You check their soch.
Okay.
Maybe he wouldn't post it in the moment, but then, like at night, he would post, "Oh, had a great time at Sunfest."
Okay, after he goes
After
through
he's
and
left.
has done the whole thing.
What,
Yeah.
Remy Munich?
Yep,
Nope, that's not it.
yep.
I'm getting conflicting reports here.
Keep
again.
working on that. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. But Sunfest, I don't know if you heard, they had to cancel Tears for Fears.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. They never got on the stage.
There was a lot of people that were really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was kind of like reading some of the comments. There was somebody that flew in from Minnesota just to see Tears for Fears. And
Really?
They were not happy.
Tears for Fears, they still sound amazing. They just did a little run with Weezer on, I believe, Jimmy Kimmel, because, Weezer covered all those songs.
Sure.
And they covered Shout, or Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and they performed it the other night and nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you and I were talking about that on the way home yesterday about, I'd love to have seen Tears for Fears.
Okay, I thought that was you. I'm talking about Tears for Fears with a lot of people.
Yeah.
it was you.
It was me. Yes, it was. Yeah, so we were talking about that yesterday, and then I'd heard Keith Urban, for whatever reason, I think he was flying into Miami for Sunfest, and his plane was delayed because of the storm, so I think he was delayed getting on the stage. Which is just, it's amazing they got anybody on the stage yesterday at Sunfest, because when we were driving by downtown to go to Rosalitas, it was raining so hard you couldn't even see downtown West Palm.
It was bad.
Oh, it was insane.
So clearly Sunfest lost some money, but who are the people that personally get hurt on that when they lose money?
The person that flies from Minnesota to see Tears for Fears.
I will say that's kind of on them, though.
Is it?
From Minnesota to see Tears
That's
for
a fan, right?
That is a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was, I went on Friday night to Sunfest, and we kind of had to wait out. There's a massive thunderstorm that hit right about like 5:30 and kind of cleared up about 6:15. So we got in. Then Friday night was pretty good, and then Saturday was actually sunny and hot. It was crazy hot.
Crazy hot on Saturday.
Oh, the sun broke me and Denny's. It broke us. The sun totally did.
Yeah, we were watching Ludacris on Saturday, and yeah, that was a lot with the sun. And then they got some. Then we got out right before rain hit, so you had some thunderstorms that came in before Diplo hit the stage and all that on Saturday night. So.
How did Luda sound?
Luda was good. Yeah, Luda was really cool.
I love me some Luda.
Yeah, he did a really good show. It was, I thought I had a really good time there.
But I think they rallied last night because the fireworks still went off, and
Yeah.
they didn't have a complete washout. That's
No.
good.
Yeah, I think it's amazing what they actually got on stage. From what I could tell, really the only thing I've heard was Tears for Fears got canceled, and that's the only one I've seen.
Just tears.
That's all. That's what people are putting. Yeah, just tears. Yeah. So, weather-wise, looks like we got maybe some rain today. Looks like it's still going to be wet, and then it's going to start clearing up.
Okay, so it's a pizza day then, basically, is what you're telling me?
Again, I thought yesterday was a pizza day.
Oh, it was.
Back-to-back pizza
It
day.
was pizza weekend.
Okay, there you go. All right, if anybody thinks they saw any celebrities at Sunfest, you can let us know. Call or text 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. We got possible reason why my buddy thought he saw Remy Malik and nobody else did. Somebody said, Remy Malik is a twin. So maybe it might have been the twin of Remy Malik, the guy from Bohemian Rhapsody was at Sunfest.
Lemmy?
Lemmy.
Would that be awesome to be a celebrity twin, or would it be aggravating to be a celebrity twin?
All depends on your perspective.
And there's going to be good days and bad days with it, but more often we'd be like going, I am so happy that I am the twin of somebody that's pretty famous.
Yeah, if you are like Tim Tebow or Will Smith, it's awesome. If you look identical to R. Kelly, you're probably struggling.
Yeah.
Today, at least.
I think Jake Owen's a twin, isn't he? Vera's brother lives there. I haven't seen both of them. I don't know if he looks like him or not.
I feel like I've heard that. Yeah.
I think they're twins, but I don't know if they're like identical. And, if you're a small enough of a town, they probably know that's not Jake.
Yeah, because I played ball with a few sets of twins, and they did not look alike at all. In fact, they didn't even look like brothers to me. I'm like, you guys are twins. That's interesting.
Yeah, you'll have that. Sometimes you have identical, and then other times it's...
But even if you're not identical, shouldn't you sort of look like each other? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Genetics is a weird game, my man.
It's just like regular sisters and brothers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them look alike, some of them don't.
Yeah, really nothing kind of different on that.
Okay, yeah. Even Jake Owens has a twin in Vero, looks nothing like him.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's not,
His name is Snake.
Snake Owens.
See, I think more often than not, it would be more annoying to have a celebrity twin.
Yeah.
And here's why. Because the celebrity themselves get all the really cool perks. You would probably deal with the paparazzi and people getting weird with you in public and...
None of the money.
Probably not a lot. I mean, the stuff that you might get is like, hey, your meal's on us. And be like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then that's offset with 10 people chasing you down the street.
I don't know. Free meals for life is kind of worth it. If that's all you got to deal with the paparazzi to get a free steak, all right, quit your crying.
Yeah, and Ashton Kutcher, I guess, got a twin.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said, I don't want to look like anybody else unless I'm getting their paycheck. That's kind of it, because there are a lot of aggravations that celebrities have got to deal with, but you don't feel sorry for them because you're going, yeah, how much money are you making again?
Right. It offsets by the luxurious lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Somebody sent a photo in of Jake and his twin brother. Yeah, it's not enough that you'd be like...
Snake doesn't look like Jake.
Snake Owen.
Snake Owen.
He
gets it done.
He's a little bit more hardcore.
A little edgy.
Okay. I like that. Well, I got some new terms for you here to brush up on. Ghosting is just one of these things where it's like we've got long distance ghosting and all these kind of things. I think there's like 4 different terms now around ghosting.
And it's making that turn because I'm seeing old people use it now. It's getting so popular.
It is, yes. Well, there's a new term now called trickle ghosting. Apparently with trickle ghosting, a person doesn't totally vanish. They just take forever to respond to you, which kind of strings you along and drives you crazy. Trickle ghosting.
Isn't that just dating?
Yeah, where it's like going, I mean, do they like me or do they not like me? And then just when you think, oh, okay, well, they don't care about me at all, then they'll text and be like, respond to something that might be 8 days old.
Well, how are you supposed to do? Let's say you're dating somebody and you don't want to date them anymore. Do people want honesty? Do they want the trickle-down effect? Do they want you to be
I think they'd probably say, don't mess with me. Like, if you're going to ghost me, like, just ghost me. Don't be that, like, randomly, I haven't heard from you in 2.5 weeks. Like, and there's just like, hey, and you're like, what?
Okay.
Why? And then you text them back, and it seems like you're getting in a groove, and okay, we're talking again, and then all of a sudden, they just disappear again.
You've gone out with somebody for 2 weeks, and you've gone out 3 times. You've seen each other 3 times, and but at that 3rd time, you're like, I don't want to go out with this person anymore.
You trickle ghost.
Do you trickle ghost? Do you ghost, or do you just say, hey, look,
ghost.
This isn't feeling good. I don't want. Do you need this long breakdown? Hey, do you have to call them up and say, I don't think we're compatible?
You try to ghost first, and then it's about if the other person kind of gets it, because I think ghosting a lot of times is. It really kind of takes 2 almost to ghost.
It does. It does.
Because it's got to be like, okay, I'm trying to let you know nicely the fact I'm not responding to you or reaching out to you at all, that I'm not interested in you. If you get it, then we're all cool and we both can agree that we know it's not going anywhere.
I don't want to be hitting somebody up if they want nothing to do with me.
Right, I'm the same way.
It's embarrassing.
If you don't like me, just ghost my ass. I will get the point after 2 days.
That's why trickle ghosting would be very infuriating. Especially if you really like somebody, and you're like going, I really like them, and then you're disappointed the fact that, okay, they're ghosting you and not responding to your text. You're like, fine, I'm just going to walk away from it. Then out of nowhere, hey, what's going on? Or especially if they put something like, was just thinking about you.
Okay,
where you're like going, okay, that's not something you would send to just a random person.
What about this? Let's say you are trying to ghost somebody, they keep hitting you up, and then you're like, oh, I feel bad, and then you hit them up just out of just being polite. Is that still in the trickle-down effect? Because you're still you're not reaching out to them, but you are responding, in a sense, kind of giving them false hope. Should you just not respond at all?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just if they initiate the contact.
Yes.
I think that's kind of where the trickle ghosting happens.
Who's texting you, baby?
Oh, I'm merely asking questions.
This feels personal, Kevin.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. It sounds like a man is looking for some advice.
That's not personal.
Yeah, somebody said totally being trickle ghosted. Like 3 months later, a text will just pop up, and it's so confusing.
Hey, what are you doing? It's 12:15 a.m.
That's not a trickle ghost. That's a booty
That
call.
is
Right.
a booty call, and they're probably booty grazing, meaning they're sending out multiple texts, seeing which one hits. Just grazing around, Virginia, looking for that booty.
Okay. Somebody said, yeah, we got a friend that ghosts us for weeks at a time and then only contacts us when she needs something. So annoying.
And that's a friend. That's a friend
That's a
ghoster.
friend. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then somebody said, sorry, women hate ghosting. Just say it's not working. We analyze everything, just end it.
Oh, honesty sometimes doesn't work either.
Okay. Let me see here. Another term. Jaybird might like this too. It's called anti-stalking. Anti-stalking.
What is that?
Anti-stalking is methodically learning another person's routine in order to systematically avoid them. So if you know they go to Starbucks every day at 7 a.m., you're like, okay, I know they're going to be about here, so I will go everywhere I can around this area. I know, I know this is where they always go hang out on. There's a good chance they're going to be here because this is their spot. I got to get out of here in case they show up. That's anti-stalking.
I could totally see that.
You get their schedule down and you know it so well. You know exactly where they're going to be, so you won't.
That's not called anti-stalking. That's called surviving. That's what that's called.
Another term, I think this is not even really new, swooped, when a guy's at a party and is trying to get with a girl and another guy comes into the party and takes her, swoops in. Yeah, I think that's kind of something that's been around for a while. And here's another term, scamazon. It's when you order an item on Amazon and then you claim it never arrived to your home, which results in a refund and you get to keep the item.
Oh, that is messed up. Did they still allow that?
How would you get away with that? Don't they have a person scan it in that it came to your house?
And they got sometimes when you gotta show proof that you got it or you didn't get it.
Yeah, it's a great question.
How do you prove you didn't get it?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, well, with the porch pirates and everything else.
Yeah, someone could jack it.
Right, what do you do? Just say, yeah, my package never showed up. And they're like, no, we delivered it, and we got proof that it was delivered. And they're like, well, it's not here, so.
That's shady, though. That bad karma's gonna get you.
Oh, it ain't a good move.
And I wonder how many times you can get away with that before they're like, look, something's got to change here. Either we're going to put a mandatory box or we're going to change the delivery system because
we don't deliver to you.
Right, because if every gift or every package we send you.
Well, you know, they do that thing now where they give you a locker at Whole Foods. They'll tell you, go pick up your package at Whole Foods.
Because on eBay, they have almost like a report card. If you are a good or bad buyer, if you're someone that's playing by the rules, you get a good mark. If you're scamming people, I don't see how that's even possible.
You can't do it a lot.
Can't.
They would definitely start tracking that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Will anybody admit that they are doing this? That they are taking advantage of a scamazon type system?
That's like that fast food scam where people go in on a busy morning and they go, oh, you guys forgot my McMuffin. And they're so in the weeds. Like, just give this guy his McMuffin. Then he walks out. But he never ordered a McMuffin. He just got a free McMuffin.
There are probably people in life that have a variety of scams everywhere they go.
But
and they think they're beating life.
Virginia's right there. That fast food karma gonna get you.
Okay.
Life karma, baby.
All right, so maybe we need to call it the scammers today. We'll get to all that coming up here in the next hour. You got somebody you need to call out. You start texting them into us, 877-979-WRMF. Let me see here. We got celebrity birthday. George Clooney turning 58 today.
So sexy.
Oh, yeah. Getting better with age. Also, happy belated birthday to my fiance, Mike. His 30th birthday was Cinco de Mayo. That is from Melissa.
Mike.
Shout out, got a little birthday today. That's from Charles Baltimore. Got to see him yesterday at Rosalitas. Thanks for coming out.
Whoop, whoop, Charles.
And a little birthday going on here for Linda Dones. That is from mom and sister Amaya.
Linda.
There you go. Have a birthday. Okay, let's see here. We got the question that Jaybird has missed 5 times.
4.
Okay. Want to make it 5?
Oh, he does.
I do.
Only 5 movies have grossed over $2 billion. One actress has been in 3 of the 5. That's amazing.
And she's not what you would consider an A-list.
I'll argue. Yeah, somebody I know is going to come at me and be like, come on, that's totally an A-lister, but I'm going to say no.
It's probably gonna be me.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You
I
think
got
you
it
will?
wrong so much, and your clues have kind of led me down the wrong avenue.
Have they? I think you led yourself down the wrong avenue.
I don't know.
Yes. Andy's on here from Stewart. Andy, who are we talking about here?
Zoe Saldana. Saldana.
Yeah. See, she struggles to try to pronounce her name. She's like, wait, how is it? Zoe?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, Zaldana. Yeah.
Okay, I won't argue. I have no idea who that is.
Okay, yeah.
Who is
okay.
that?
That is, she plays Gamora in Avengers. She's the green chick.
Yes!
And you know what? The odd thing is she's done it by wearing different skin colors. In all of her movies, she's green in the Avengers, and Endgame just crossed over the $2 billion threshold over the weekend. So that is now in the top 5. Avengers Infinity War just cleared $2 billion.
Wow.
And then she also played Neytiri in Avatar, where she was blue. So she's green in 2 of the movies, blue in the other.
That's
right?
kind of funny.
And we're not really anybody sure totally how to say her name correctly. So there you go.
You're blowing my mind.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Wow, your entertainment news and dirt today, Kev, have been spot on.
Well,
you really
yes.
are on point.
Yeah, I woke up ready to go here. Yeah, we got something fun. Cirque du Soleil Corteo. It's going to be at the BB&T Center starting July 24th, going to August 4th. Tickets actually on sale right now. Ticketmaster.com or the BB&T Center box office. And Andy, we'll go on ahead and hook you up with those tickets right now, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Enjoy that. We got some other hot tickets coming up. BB Rexa, I think, was on the Sunfest stage yesterday.
Yes,
as far as I
she
know.
made it on. I saw little clippets of that.
Oh yeah, see, I wanted to go see her, and I bowed out yesterday. I'm fresh like a daisy today. You know what it was? It was Game of Thrones or it was Sunfest. And so I opted to stay home and take a pre-Cinco de Mayo nap, and so I was able to stay up and watch
Look, I get it.
our Game of Thrones.
I love my naps.
Yeah.
I will never judge anybody that's napping. Napping's great.
Can you give a grade on what you thought Game of Thrones was? I love when you give a grade because you always make somebody mad and they get mad at you. What would you give it?
I mean, they're all everything's A quality. I mean, last week was, like I told you, I think it's the best, I guess, TV episode I've ever seen. I watched it again for the 3rd time over the weekend.
I believe
Wow.
the Queen backed you up on that too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll ride back home.
Yeah, I've watched it 3 times. I'll probably watch it 3 more. I
Wow.
loved it that much.
Was that the long one? The longer
Yeah,
episode?
yeah.
So it's
they're
like a movie.
They're all a little bit longer. Yeah, it basically was kind of like a movie. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Last night was good. And a lot of it's one of those ones where, I mean, it's still kind of setting some stuff up. But
Okay.
It's good. Every episode of this whole season has been great.
So would you say the deep dive they do into these characters to set them up is just so they can get you invested to kill them?
Absolutely. Oh, it's so good.
So if they're deep diving on somebody, you know that person's about to get it.
Not always, Virginia.
No, not always. And the thing that I was reading about this, and this really I think is probably going to change the way that they do TV shows. Game of Thrones has always been, traditionally you have the good guy, the bad guy, and then you ride through the whole course of their story. Game of Thrones keeps making you think this person is going to be the protagonist and then the antagonist, and then they disappear and you're like, wait, and then you start all over again. They say, so that's kind of what's unique about the show, is just when you really start to fall in love with somebody, then goodbye. And then you can't believe it.
Such is life.
You're right.
Yeah, guess so.
We're all going to lose people, Kev.
Yeah, oh boy.
And there's that depressing comment we wanted on the beginning of the
As
week.
you get older, it's a game of numbers.
That's
You're
not
right.
bad though.
You're
waited-
making it. They're not.
You wait till 7:15 to get severely depressing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Look around. Some of these people won't be here next year.
Yeah, you're right, Virginia. Should have a chance to make up for it. Yeah. Let me see here. We got Call 'em Outs going to be coming up here in just a bit. I know Caitlin's trying to jump the gun, get on it. We'll get her on here just a little bit. Jay-Bird, I believe you got some people that you need to call out.
I got someone I want to call out, and if Virginia was there, she would have punched this person. You would have
Really?
punched them. Yeah.
Really?
What happened?
Oh, we'll get into it.
Whoa.
Unless you want it now.
Dang.
I want to call out Rocco for eating almost all of your pizza. I'm so sorry about that.
It's kind of funny. The thing I'm calling out with somebody, it's kind of in the same vein. People took my pizza yesterday, but something else happened over the weekend where it involved food, and it really made me mad.
Uh-oh.
People are violating Jay-Bird's food.
Yes.
We sent Rocco over because he had this fresh pizza he was so excited to bring home. And Rocco's like, J-Boy, can I have some pizza?
Oh, he did the whole cute little face, and
How do you say no?
Oh,
How do you
well,
say
he already
no?
had one slice, and I watched him the whole time. He took one bite and then put it on a speaker. I was like, don't think I didn't eat the
Perfect
rest of
good
it.
piece.
Jay-Bird went behind him and ate the piece that was on the speaker. He's like, no.
Wasting that pizza.
Okay. Before we get to the call 'em outs, though, Virginia, I guess this might be a call 'em out. It's something to be aware of if you ever valet. Virginia's got a theory about what is going on with them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We were talking about this yesterday.
yes, we were.
Because we dropped the car at the valet.
Yeah.
And her and Mags turned into like such paranoid
Yeah.
Make sure everything is gone.
The scam of the valet, is Virginia right or wrong? We'll discuss next. Well, thanks. Everybody came out to Rosalitas yesterday to hang out with us for Cinco de Mayo. We had the tent up at the parking lot, kept the rain off of us, which was still coming down. One of the things we gave you out there was the free valet, which was going down. But Virginia's got a theory about a valet, and Jaber was like, I don't know. Do you think this is right or wrong? Somebody texted in wrong. Didn't even need to hear it. As long as it's coming from Virginia, it's wrong. Oh. Okay.
That's probably a valet that doesn't want me outing him.
Oh, okay.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite text ever.
Okay. Somebody here is kind of texting in about what you're about to tell us, Virginia, confirming it. So what is your theory about valet?
So I pretty much know for a fact, because I had a valet guy tell me this one time. I'm not just pulling this out of my derriere. The guy told me that if they are not busy, now if they're slam busy, they don't do this. But if they're not busy, they definitely rummage through your stuff just to be nosy and see what you got going on.
So if I have a bag in my truck, they're going to absolutely go through my bag if they have nothing going on.
Yeah, if it's in the front seat, definitely, he said. If it's in the back, it's a little harder for them to get to it.
What's the percentage on that? Because you had, I think, 50%, and then Magnolia's like, no, Mom, it's more like 70%.
No, I said
40%.
I said like 20.
No.
The mag said 40.
You did not. How do I remember I was the one drinking? You said 40%. Mag said, no, Mom, more like 60 or 70.
I just think, if there's the opportunity, everybody gets a little nosy.
I even asked, I said, okay, if I was to leave my phone there and I didn't have one of those codes, you could just go into my phone. She's like, oh, yeah, they're definitely going through your phone. I'm like, no, they're not. They're not going through your phone.
If they're not busy, I think they would go through your phone.
Even-
Because they're like, oh, that's that Jay-Bird from the radio. Let's see what the pictures he's got.
No,
are."
it could be from anybody. You were making it sound like that's just what
Yes,
they do.
I think that curiosity, rummaging,
Okay.
not necessarily taking anything,
Okay. But just looking.
just looking.
She's at 50%, our daughter's at 70%. Those are way too high in numbers.
40.
It's still it's way too high.
Okay. Somebody from Miami texted and said Virginia's 110% correct. Think about this. Graveyard shift, the valet is the best. Crazy stuff goes down all the time. Plus, you have celebrities. So tell me if a celebrity doesn't come, zipping in and whatever Maserati they're driving that day, and it's 1 a.m. and like, hey, you're not going to be like, hey, what do they got in here?
They're going to go through their...
I don't know if you would steal anything.
No,
'cause-
I don't think they steal. I think that they definitely rummage. Now, I'm sure some have stolen, of course. But the rummaging, it's just fascinating to look through other people's things.
I would never do that.
I would.
You would go, if you were a valet, you would go through someone's phone?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
I would definitely look around and just what they got going on in
Would
here.
you go through someone? There's no way Kevin would
Not
go
me,
If you're
no.
bored,
way.
you're bored, now if you're slammed busy, then you just don't have the time for that.
And valet people are backing her up on this?
Yeah, somebody from Fort Lauderdale texted and said, yeah, my ex and both my brothers work valet, and they told me the same thing. They'll also take the higher-end cars for a spin.
Don't worry, Bird. No one's taking your truck for a spin.
Oh, they can have it. Please take it.
It doesn't spin.
It won't go that far.
Somebody else texted in and said, absolutely, I work valet at Rita Carlton in Puerto Rico. We definitely...
Ritz-Carlton? Maybe they're
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd probably be right, because I've never heard of the Rita Carlton. I'm like, maybe they do it different in Puerto Rico.
The Rita.
the real Rita Car. She's not as fancy as the Ritz-Carlton.
We got a room at the Carlton. The Ritz? No, the Rita. Wait, what? Yeah, we definitely went through it. Going drugs, money, guns, crazy stuff we'd find, too.
Oh, wow. That's intense. Drugs, money, guns.
I mean, I'm not saying people don't do it, but the percentage of people you're saying that does it.
40% of non-busy valets are going to ruffle through your stuff a little. Just to see what you got going on.
Going through someone's phone is not going through your stuff a little. That's...
If the phone's out, I mean, it's your fault.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You're insane. That's not your
They're not taking anything. They're just looking. They're just looking.
Yeah, some of them are saying, yeah, look, we would look, but we wouldn't take.
Right. And that's what my friend told me. And I think it was just a moment of honesty.
Okay. So, and I think it depends upon who the person is. But, yeah, what are the odds? It's not going to be likely 100%, but how many valet people are going through your stuff? How many of them are then? I think the stealing is a lot tougher because if somebody had something of value and they knew where it was, they would probably go right back to that place and be like, look, one of your valet people stole something out of my car.
Right. And usually if you put something of value in your car and you valet it, I know I do this. As soon as I get in the car, I look for it. Like, okay, where's my whatever?
It's apparently one of those fields, though, that's got a lot of interesting stories. Somebody said 10 years of valet in Meisner Park. The stories are endless.
Oh, I can only imagine.
The things you've seen. You could write a book.
Well, people, you think about people who weren't expecting to valet, but there's no parking, and they had to valet, and they didn't clean out their car. I know about that move.
Wow.
Or people that think, oh, the valet is not going to go through my stuff. No one's going to look at my stuff. They don't care about my stuff. Well, if your stuff looks interesting, they are going to look.
Right.
If there's something that's like it's just a shiny thing, you're like, oh, what's that? Let me just see what's going on here.
I mean, it's just been about a year and a half since I have put a passcode on my phone. I'd always leave my phone in the car. You're trying to tell me at the valet they went through my phone several times?
Absolutely. Why are you turning your phone on?
I didn't mean to.
It said, did you accidentally summon me? Did you put that thing on British accent?
Australian.
Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. Your phone sounds different than my phone. What's it?
I like accents.
What kind of things you get in that thing to tell you at night? Oh my! You know that feature where you can like.
Tell me I've been a bad boy.
Oh my gosh!
In an Australian accent.
What are you doing over there, Kinky Boots?
Oh, what are you talking? Because I got my Surrey set to Australian.
Yeah.
You just meet me. I love an
Virginia,
accent.
This isn't just a surface story. There's a lot more here.
Look, we don't even have to look in your phone to know that you're interesting.
Yeah. So I said, Jaybird, why aren't you carrying your phone on your person? I'm not valeting my car with my phone in it. Come on, man.
Yeah, I never leave my phone in the car when I valet. That's just like, what? Why?
All right. Well, I guess I'm just doing it all wrong.
I think we all agree.
Yeah. Everyone's yelling at me via text, and so, all right, well, then I'm wrong.
Take your phone.
Valets are going through my stuff, and I should take my phone.
Yeah. All right, well, Heather went and did her job over the weekend, flew to New York City, tried to avoid this guy that is in her industry that she's been having some conversations with has gotten a little bit more chummy here recently. It's a problem because she's got a fiance in St. Louis. She almost flew to St. Louis on Friday. She's sitting there. That's the first time we talked to her. She was at the parking lot of the airport and like, I don't know, maybe I'll just get a different flight and go to St. Louis. She went to New York and tried to be a good girl, but it was just eye-opening to her that with everything confusing and the way she's acting that she knows she needs to end it with her fiance.
She didn't try to act like a good girl. Give me a break. Trying would actually, she would be trying. She didn't even try.
Not saying she succeeded.
She tried to
She
be
didn't
a
do the
good-
worst you could
Get outta
possibly
here with
do,
that
but
crap.
she wasn't overly successful either. George is on here with a comment today. What do you want to say, George?
Hey, Jaybird, put that crown of thorns down and your cross and give the girl a break. She made a mistake, maybe. She didn't even confess to making a mistake, okay? But it's better she does this now and breaks it off than gets married to a guy she doesn't want to be with.
Sir, she's emotionally cheating on the guy at the very least. All she has to do is break up with her
Emotionally
fiance.
cheating?
Let me
What
please,
are
let me
you,
finish,
Dr.
sir.
Phil?
Let me finish, please. She's already been emotionally cheating with the guy. All she has to do is
Okay,
break up
hey.
with the guy, and then she can
Hey,
go have her
Dr.
fling to New
Phil.
York.
He's Dr. Filthy.
Dr. Phil, listen up here.
I'm sorry. I'm getting this crown off of my forehead.
Yeah, do that because man, oh man, you're tearing this girl down, and
She's a cheater.
You wanted to marry a guy. You wanted to marry a guy she's not going to be happy with.
No, I want
For the
her.
rest of her life?
I want her to break up with her current fiance and then explore that. She's cheating on her fiance. You, sir, obviously condone cheating.
No, it has nothing to do with cheating. She didn't say she cheated. Maybe she kissed him.
She's-
If you consider kissing him a cheating,
Yes,
well,
I do.
then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I know what to tell you. I think you.
Maybe after you come out of confession later, Father Bird.
Father Bird.
Well-
the rest of us.
Well, look, sir, I'm sorry. I don't think you should be cheating on your fiance. Maybe you do.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with cheating, buddy.
It
It,
does.
has nothing to do with cheating.
It does,
Okay.
buddy.
All right, thank you, George. All right, thank you, George. Okay.
Don't get all hot and bothered, Father Bird.
Oh, Father Bird, bring it on. You want some of the bird? Come on into the bird's nest.
Yeah. Well, some people think that, okay, this is a good thing. She realized that now she saved herself from a marriage wanting to go far. Other people are like going, is this guy in New York? Is he kind of just, in a sense, talking her out of something that maybe she should do? That's part of it you don't know either. I mean, is she being blinded? Is she being manipulated by this guy in New York that's saying some things and, maybe she's getting played. Maybe she's getting worked. But either way, she doesn't have any business being engaged with this guy in St. Louis.
No, absolutely not.
Somebody said, how did he, by chance, find her hotel room?
Oh, yeah. Luck, Kevin.
She goes to her room because she's like, I need to just separate myself from this guy. And then 15 minutes later, she gets a knock on the door and he's there. I mean,
She probably told him her room number.
Of course.
how do you, I'm trying to think. Is there another way other than, oh, by the way, I'm staying in this room that you would be able to find it? Because they don't give out that information at the front desk, do they?
Usually no, but there are ways if you know how to get info.
Did he watch to see what floor she got off on? Is
Give
he
me
running
a
to it? Is what is the stalker level this guy's going to find
You're
her?
right. Because you said it earlier, she tried real hard in New York.
He probably said, hey, text me your room number, and she probably texted back to him.
I can't believe anyone's even defending this.
No, I think the only good news is just that it looks like she's going to end it. I think the only question now is how does she do it? Does she do it by FaceTime or does she try to get the face-to-face?
Well, Father Bird does not agree.
Why can't St. Louis come back to Florida? Why does she got to go to St. Louis?
Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the part where Virginia tries to position where it's the guy's fault.
Well, why is he there? They have a home here.
You don't know the details. Don't you tear that down, that man.
Hey, could you fly home this weekend? I need to tell you something.
I need to break up with you real quick. And I don't want to pay for a flight there.
Right.
Will you pay for your own flight so I can break up with you?
Yes. Flight of tears.
By the way, you don't need to stay the night. Just come in for the morning.
And
or
you can get a
something.
round trip in and out same day.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of people that are all over Heather and bashing her. And
Anybody else want to yell at Father Bird? Because
Yes.
I like those calls
Bring it on.
the most.
Bring it on.
Oh, yeah. Give it to him.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Somebody else here you need to call out. You can let us know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Jaybird, I know you had people just snatching your food right out from underneath your mouth all weekend long.
Father Bird continued the judgment over the weekend. Yes.
Jaybird got himself a pizza yesterday, but he only went home with maybe half of it because everybody kept snatching slices from him.
I didn't even know. Some guy from the Pizzle, hey, Bird, can I get a slice? I'm like, yeah.
Rocco is over there chowing down half of it.
But, sir, from the Pizzle, do you have to breathe on it so much?
But you said that wasn't the only time somebody was snatching your food this weekend?
No, I go to Duffy's with my buddy, and we're sitting there, and I have a burger, I have fries, I'm eating my French fries. He's got this drunk clown he knows that sits down with us in the booth. So the guy sits
An
down.
actual clown?
No, he's just some guy I'm calling a clown.
Oh.
He sits down hammered. I mean, drunk as a skunk. Sits down, breathing all heavy. He grabs French fries off of my plate, and then after he grabs them, he's about to put them in his mouth and goes, oh, do you mind if I take these fries? Can I have some? And then he starts to eat them. I don't know this guy. I'm calling his ass out.
That is rude. He was real drunk, though.
His name was Andre. Andre from Duffy's. I'm calling you out.
When are you allowed to ask somebody for food? Because my wife, we were out to breakfast on Saturday, and one of the people that was with us, they were eating something that looked really good, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm full. That's too much." And my wife's like, "I really wanted it." She's like, "But I just didn't like. You just can't ask somebody for the food. Be like, hey, you going to finish that? If you're not going to finish that, is Is that rude or is that okay?
I went to dinner with 6 people on Saturday night, and I took everybody's leftovers. If they weren't finishing theirs, I took them.
But you had a rapport
Okay.
with the group. This was a guy who sat down, wasn't even really talking to me, and then grabs my French fries.
That's just rude.
Yeah, you got to call that person out.
Andre, you're a jerk.
Thank you. Good. Get him.
But if you're drunk, I think that you need to be forgiven a little bit more than if you're completely sober stealing French
Virginia,
fries.
the defender of the drunk.
Drunk crimes are real, and
They are. I've seen you steal glasses from restaurants.
I'll do that sober. Everything's a go cup. Just saying.
Okay, let me see here. I got to call them out. Jennifer said, yes, I got to call out Starbucks. They're advertising color-changing reusable cups in major media for $18 and then only releasing so few that they're already on eBay for hundreds. Yes, hashtag first world problems. I will take the heat for this being a really stupid call them out, though you could use a laugh. Happy Monday.
So, do they have Starbucks collectibles that people are into?
I guess so.
That's funny.
Color changing collectible cups. That sounds like something my kids would so be into.
Okay, that's going to be a hot item, huh? All right, anybody else that deserves a good calling out here today, you just let us know, 877-979-WRMF. Oh, a few more call them outs here today. In fact, somebody's calling out the girl from the Starbucks email. People like you, stop calling Target asking for these damn cups. We don't have them. Stop trying to hop on every viral post you see on Facebook or Twitter.
A little harsh response.
That email, Ben, somebody's calling out Starbucks for putting out a very limited amount of these collectible cups and makes everybody crazy.
They are. They're worth money. I was looking on eBay. They got some older ones that it's pretty penny to get them.
Really?
Yeah.
Rachel's got another column out here. Who'd you want to call out? And for what, Rachel?
I want to call out that asshat George for yelling at Jason. Jason is completely right about that skank.
Okay, we're talking about Heather that went to New York. Yeah.
So
Oh my God! I mean, seriously, he was an idiot for defending her. And Jason, happy birthday, dude! You were right.
Thank you very much.
Aw.
Okay, she got your back.
That's right. Your birthday's coming up.
Friday.
Yeah, it
Friday
is.
witches. Let's do this.
Father
thing.
Jason will throw down.
Father Bird.
Father Bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
With my judgmental ways.
Somebody else calling out a friend. My son and I had gone to see the Avengers yesterday, but we've been waiting for this other dude. And he was like, oh, let's not go the opening week. It's going to be too crazy at the theater, so let's wait. And we planned to go yesterday, and then he messages me and says, yeah, I got a confession. I actually went on Monday and watched it.
Oh.
And I waited a whole extra week for this guy, and he actually broke down and went to go see it himself. And so here I was waiting for him.
Not cool.
It's not. That friend needs to go buy tickets for you and a jug of popcorn.
I agree.
Yeah. And I don't know if I agree with this because I know the Avengers Endgame spoilers are causing fistfights. The director, Joe Russo, has said that as of today, this Monday, the spoilers grace period for Avengers Endgame is over.
Okay.
Really?
According to the director, you can start spoiling Avengers Endgame, which I think is crazy because not knowing is driving people there, right? Or
If you're a huge fan, you've already seen the movie, I'd imagine.
okay.
If you're like me, that you like those kind of movies, but you could watch it in a theater or watch it at home, I really don't care if someone spoils Avengers for me.
It did great. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going back to see it again. It made another $145.8 million in week 2. That was on top of it, yeah. Second highest grossing movie now of all time, $2.189 billion worldwide, past Titanic, and still trails Avatar, which is $2.8 billion.
I can't believe Avatar did so well. Did you love Avatar?
No, I've seen it once, and I have no desire to see it again.
Agreed. You would hate Avatar.
I would never see Avatar.
Yeah.
Such a movie snob.
Sorry, not my thing.
Not my thing. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Sci-fi's dumb.
Thank you, next, Kevin.
Thank you, Knox. I'd also like to call out all the students who feel school is over and don't even need a pencil. As a teacher, I've gone through thousands of pencils this year. Parents, please buy your kids pencils. School is not over yet. You got 18 days left.
Oh, they are dialing it in.
Oh, especially if you're a senior and you've gotten all your stuff together, you are so dialing it in.
Jaybird, I think you have an almost call him out. Somebody tried to jack Jaybird's bike over the weekend.
Someone tried to break in my place. We are, without a doubt, getting better cameras because they tried to get in. They tried to get in our shed. They stole my bike, and they didn't like it, so halfway through the stealing, they pitched it and threw it in my neighbor's yard because it's such a piece of crap.
So wait, they took it out of your porch
They got to my
area.
porch. They went through my shed. They went through my hose area.
They went through your she shed?
They went through my shed that's got
Oh my gosh,
the rattlesnake in there. I was hoping the rattlesnake bit their ass.
Yeah, it's your guard snake.
It is. And
Yeah.
they took my bike, and I guess they didn't like it or the wheels weren't moving.
Well, it wasn't working right, was it?
It works, but you got to really put some mustard behind that hot dog to get it going. And they're probably just like, screw this, and they chucked it in my neighbor's yard. My
You
dad,
got some janky bike.
my dad found it as he was walking Chewy. He's like, "There's your bike." I'm like, I didn't even know it was stolen. But I was kind of offended that they didn't think my bike was good enough to steal.
Coming up here in a second, your viral audio got a few Sunfest type column out. So I will
Good,
get
bad?
I'll give you a little bit of both.
Why? Yeah, people are really calling out Sunfest for stuff. I don't get the hatred.
They can't help it if it rained, y'all.
Yeah, they're
You
not.
cannot be mad at Sunfest for the rain.
They're not God.
Right?
Okay, so I'll get to that coming up here in just a second. Jonas Brothers coming to Miami, going to be at American Airlines Arena on August 7th. Tickets on sale right now. Well, coming up on Friday at least, 10 a.m. livenation.com. So you get these before you can even buy them. The mystery box. We've got all set and ready to go. Denny's putting it up here on the counter for Jaybird to get ready to reach into and finger our item to let us know exactly what it is and give us some clues here.
You couldn't have picked a better guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. It's kind of a theme here today. with
Okay,
that.
it is wet.
Yes, it
It
is.
is
Yes,
cold.
It is. Okay.
It
All right.
feels honestly like someone. It feels like somebody cut off someone's fingers, and that I'm feeling
Oh, wow.
someone's like. It feels very claw. I feel like I am giving this a high five, or
Wow.
or I'm holding hands with something. I'm holding it up to the camera.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard in the. What is this? That felt amphibious.
Okay. Felt amphibious.
What does it smell like?
That one feels like some kind of, like a. It feels like a. I don't know how to say this, but it feels like a cold private part.
Cold private
Maybe
part.
it's Kevin's. He's not using it.
No,
That's
not
right.
that.
Didn't
not-
need it. It's
not
been
that
cold
kind of-
for a while.
Not that kind of private part, Virginia.
Oh, female?
It feels like there's a. I don't know what I can say, but it does.
Okay. Been
oh my
dancing
God.
around lots of clues, lots of kind of crazy stuff here.
It's got the texture of an elephant's face, if that makes like a tough texture, but there's like a bone in the middle of it or something it's hard.
Okay.
I've thrown a lot out there.
Yeah, you are.
It is,
Okay.
and it feels like there's like a couple of them.
Yes, there are.
What is this, man?
There's a few. Okay. All right, so Jaybird's giving you the clues. What do you smell? You smell like anything? Smell your fingers.
Lick them.
No, I'm not licking it.
Lick 'em.
Kevin's making
Yeah,
a weird
don't
face.
don't lick your fingers.
Lick them.
Kevin says, "Don't lick my fingers."
Don't lick your fingers.
Johnny
Don't lick-
Knoxville
Smell them.
would
Smell
lick
them's
'em.
okay. Just don't lick them.
What do you say?
Johnny Knoxville would lick them.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Denny's just telling me not to lick it either. That means
Yeah.
he's really look. What is this? It's not pickles. It's not. That was an off shot. There might be pickles.
Pickles.
Okay. What is
There's
this?
a claw. There's some kind of
claw?
like a nail or something. Like it's. I feel like you took hands and cut them off.
Okay. Some pretty good clues you're giving here. Yeah.
But can you? Okay, so you know what it is.
Yeah.
Do you understand when I say?
I do.
Private,
I think
like
you give
private
some
part?
really good clues. Yeah. I mean, as you're holding it up, you can kind of
I'm dropping it now.
see that's it's spooky looking.
Is it edible?
I guess it might be.
It's definitely
it
it's an
depends
animal.
upon- yeah.
It has to. I know I'm not supposed to give out the.
Yeah,
what it is,
that's
but
okay.
It has to be an animal, and it feels like it's one of those
From an animal.
awful.
Yeah.
Just like.
Come on, close your eyes and lick it.
Okay. All right. That's what we got so far.
Come on.
Okay. Let's
She makes me want to lick it now, kid.
try Vicky here in Wellington. Vicky, any idea what might be in our mystery box today?
Who is in charge of the mystery box?
Good question.
Actually, it was
Good
that is a
question.
good question. It was Thumbelina is the one that brought in this item. Yeah, she brought
Okay.
in the item.
Interesting.
It's gonna be like.
And I will throw in a quick clue here. It might be something you would get at a butcher shop.
At
I'm
a-
trying to figure out like maybe where she got it. When you think Denny's butcher shop, probably yeah, probably got it at a butcher shop.
Okay. Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters. That's a fun little product there, but
Isn't that sheep balls?
Bull ball.
Bull balls?
yeah,
You've
pretty
had that
much.
before. We fed you that.
Awful. They're also called lamb fries. Didn't know if
And
you
it was
guys-
still attached.
Well, that was back when we were stepping it up.
Yes, you're right. That was the good old days, yeah. And the bull didn't seem to mind.
Okay, this is starting to get an aroma. The longer
Yeah.
my box sits, it is getting a little bit of an aroma.
Yeah, stinky.
Stinky.
Sticky
kind of-
or sticky or stinky?
Stinky. It's stinky. Yeah.
Maybe you need to lick it.
It's not a mystery box. It's stinky box. Here you
Okay, I
go.
licked it.
Okay. All right. there
What
it
does
is.
it taste like?
Oh, it's salty.
It's salty?
I don't know. Maybe that's just my own hand.
Yeah.
The disappointment's gonna be high that you just licked your hand.
Yeah, it is going to be high.
It is, Denny's.
It's going to be high.
I gotta
Yeah.
spit out oh my gosh.
Okay.
See, Virginia's in my head. Johnny Knoxville would have done it.
Okay. Thank you for that, Vicky.
I thought you were stepping it up in 2019. I'm just trying to help.
Why am I the only one that goes in on the box? Why am I the only one that does the box? Yeah, you're over there chatting away. She never's putting it in the box.
Yeah, I don't
So
think she
many
can.
jokes here.
I'm trying to be
So many
clean.
jokes.
I'm trying to be clean here.
Okay, you described it kind of like has a claw, like almost like you're shaking a hand.
It feels like
Yeah.
like an animal fetus.
Okay, animal fetus. Okay, I gave you the clue, something you would get from a butcher shop.
Sorry, what do you guys want from me?
Okay, I'll tell you this. Here's another clue. It's from an animal you would eat, but it's not from a part of the animal you would.
Oh.
All right, so it's like chicken butt or BH of a donkey or something.
Donkey
Okay.
bung.
Okay, Lewis is on here from Wellington
Ah, delicious
with a
donkey
guess for
bung.
Jonas Brothers tickets. What do you think we have in the mystery box here today, Lewis?
Are they chicken feet?
Are they chicken feet? They are.
Chicken feet.
Chicken feet, yeah.
Ah!
Look at that.
claw.
That is.
Oh, it's raw
I
chicken.
did not think that was.
That's raw chicken feet. You just licked your hand. Salmonella.
Salmonella. Well, I'll lose a little weight.
Wow, I did not. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't think that was what a chicken foot looked like. I don't know why I didn't know that.
It looks like a mini hand.
That's
It does.
Is that? Are we getting that on KVJ TV suits? Is he holding that? Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Oh, I'm sorry, Virginia. My bad. I'm so
You dropped it right on her.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
High five.
Chicken feet flying all over the place. Wow, fascinating. Hey, Lewis, congratulations. You're going to go check out the Jonas Brothers, okay?
All right, thank you, guys.
Wow.
Good job.
Craziness. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m.
Bill and my chicken.
LiveNation.com.
Denny's. We got to make sure we put that chicken foot in Jason's bag. He'll forget. And he'll be going through his bag later.
I'm right here.
I know. You'll forget.
Okay. Do you want to play that game? Okay. Well, the chicken foot game is on.
Okay.
Okay.
All
let's-
day.
Sounds like a fun game.
Oh, you're in it too, Ralston.
I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. Coming up here in a couple minutes, I'm looking forward to this. Found something somebody sent to us from a Civil War reenactors page. There was a fight that broke out, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing ever. You know what Civil War reenactors are, right?
I used to date a guy that did this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, they dress up in the uniforms and they go lay down on a field for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm fascinated by
Okay.
it.
Well, if you want to delve a little bit deeper into the world of Civil War reenactors, we got that for you. And some Facebook fishing next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain, ain't you Facebook fishing.
It's a fun little insight here into the world of Civil War reenactors. Everybody's got a page today, and I guess that they've got their own page where you can go and the community gets together and they have chats and all that kind of stuff.
There's a whole a group, Sons of the Civil War Battle Reenactment.
Okay.
Because I dated a guy,
Oh, you
and
did?
his name was Beauregard.
Beauregard.
Should have known.
Yeah.
He loved it.
This guy sounds awesome.
He loved it.
Beauregard.
Why didn't it work out?
It was just weird. It was bizarre. He couldn't handle his booze.
He couldn't handle his booze.
Well, I met him in Baton Rouge, where he was a club manager for this nightclub that was like not too far from the nightclub where I worked. And so we hung out a few times. I'm like, he's fun, he's party. And then I took him to New Orleans for New Year's Eve, and he just fell apart. I'm like, this dude cannot hang.
Okay, yeah. Beauregard, huh?
Can't cut it, wimp.
Well, here's where we got a quick little glimpse into the Civil War reenactors. Jesse's one who lit it up with this post here. I'll play the role of Jesse. Jaybird, you can be Dawn. I'm going to have Virginia playing the role of Tina, and then Denny's, you're going to be Jerry.
Alrighty.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is what happened on this Civil War reenactors page in our Facebook fishing today. Shut the F up. I'm so damn tired of being disrespected in this damn group. All I wanted was to express my opinion. My opinion. But no, you yahoos want to think it's hilarious to mock people just because of their beliefs. I've been in this group for a month, and you treat me like some kind of idiot.
Here comes Don. Dude, I think I can speak for the whole group. We understand your frustration. Maybe this just isn't a good enough fit.
You can't kick me out. You're not the moderator.
Here comes Jerry. Look, Jesse, this is a Civil War reenactment page. If you could just limit your comments to that.
My opinion is just as valid as yours, Jerry.
Jesse, we're all pretty sure that there were no Bigfoot sightings during the Civil War, so please stop.
You're missing the point. My point is that you cannot be sure. You really don't know what happened during the Civil War unless somebody wrote it down.
Here comes Donald, yes. And we're here to discuss what is written about the Civil War, not to theorize about the unknown.
Well, it's clear that y'all just can't keep up with how my mind works, so I am going to be leaving this group.
Well, if that's what you think you need to do it.
We'll miss you, I guess.
Now, Jaybird, you love you some Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot was in the Civil War?
I don't think Bigfoot fought in the Civil War. Do I think the Bigfoot species was around during the Civil War? Well, hell yeah. Absolutely.
You think so?
Everyone thinks Bigfoot's just this one creature roaming the earth. It's a species, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it for the Union or the Confederacy?
I don't want to get into the politics of that, Cass.
Because, yeah, if it was Confederacy, we just can't condone that. We just cannot condone that here. Coming up in just a second, I have a fun time with this game, too. We've taken some of the best headlines from Florida Whacked Out News of all time, and we play the Florida Headline Match game. So, this is an actual headline from a real story that happened here in the state of Florida. Tell me what you think belongs in the blank. And I'll even give you multiple choice on this.
I don't know if I need it.
Okay. An 11-pound blank washed up on Daytona Beach last weekend.
Oh, I think I know. 11-pound foot? Was it a foot?
11-pound foot. No. Not 11-pound foot.
Show me whale penis.
Okay, Virginia. No. Okay.
Block of cocaine?
No, it wasn't 11
Square
pound.
grouper?
Nope. I'll give you the multiple choice.
Okay, maybe we need it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you guys really want to go without it, but I'd like to do this game in under 3 hours. An 11-pound blank washed up on Daytona Beach last weekend. Was it A, dolphin, B, a turd, or C, a blunt?
I'm going to go turd.
Okay.
I'm going to go blunt.
Here you go, blunt. Virginia gets the point.
An 11-pound blunt?
11-pound blunt, yeah.
Denny's?
Yeah. Denny's, he's already got the car going.
Do you smoke that thing if you find it?
Hell yeah. Come on, man. Do you smoke
I'd be
that
afraid it was
thing?
laced with something.
Okay, what do you think about this? Fill in the blank. Florida headline match game. Man says he stole blank because it was better than walking. What belongs in the blank? Was it A, ambulance, B, forklift, or C, roller skates? What do you think, Virginia?
I'm going forklift.
Jaybird.
Roller skates.
Virginia got another one. Drunk woman calls 911 to say she was lost in the woods, did not know where to blank.
I don't need a multiple choice.
Yep.
Did not know where to crap.
Okay. Do you want the multiple choice, Virginia?
I would like the multiple choice, sir.
Did not know where to A, go, B, urinate, or C, get a drink.
I'm going to say get a drink.
Gonna say get a drink. No, both incorrect. She called 911 to say she was lost in the woods and didn't know where to pee.
You're on something,
Yeah, she's
right?
drunk.
Okay, you're on acid or something.
Yeah, you kind of hope so. Okay, what do you think about this? Florida man puts a blank on his head to go in search of eggs, but instead terrified an entire family. Okay, Florida man puts a blank on his head to go in search of eggs. Was it A, a mop, B, a wig, or C, a bucket?
Bucket, more horrifying.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you-
bucket's pretty scary.
Bucket head.
Bucket head.
Yeah.
And then he's got to go find the eggs. Yeah. Nope. Wrong. Mop.
But imagine someone breaking in your head with a bucket head and holding an axe.
Breaking in your head?
Or breaking, I'm sorry. Imagine someone with a bucket head breaking in your house holding an axe.
Yes. Terrifying.
Be terrifying.
Terrifying. You're right about that.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, we just did the Florida headline match game. Now we're going to do it with the city. If I tell you something, can you pretty much figure out, yeah, that sounds like that happened in this Florida town? A drunk couple had sex on a sidewalk right in front of police headquarters.
Okay.
When the cops came out to arrest them, the guy blamed it on, quote, being horny.
Were they doing that because that place is, you can't do that. You know you can't do that. It's forbidden. But that's why they did it.
It's the rush.
It's the rush.
Mm-hmm. What Florida town do you think this happened in? Where would this be most likely to happen? Florida town match game here. What's your guess, Virginia?
I'm going Stewart.
Stewart.
Fine choice.
Okay. All right. Jaber, what's your guess?
Show me somewhere in Port St. Lucie.
Somewhere in Port St. Lucie. Nope. Key West.
Ah.
Key West. Yep. Because it happened on a Monday, too. I mean, it's just Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday in Key West. What's going on? People getting plowed in front of the police station in the afternoon. Well, was a fugitive in Cocoa, Florida, that was trying to escape the cops. They closed in on him on Thursday, but he had a plan. All he needed was a bicycle and a wig, he thought. But apparently the wig was terrible, and it looked so ratty that I go, that clearly is not real hair.
You drew more attention to yourself.
Yeah, he's going, who did chick with that's a wig. All right. Yeah, he was caught immediately, so it did not work out well for him. Well, there's a member of a gang called the Crazy White Boys here in Florida that apparently was doing a gang penalty on somebody that broke some of the rules of the Crazy White Boys. And when you do, you've got to get an awful racial slur tattooed on your neck. Now, there's a couple things that are crazy about this. One, that we got the Crazy White Boys. Two, that they would do, horrible racial slurs for tattoos. And three, the guy's 41 and he's still in a gang.
I mean,
Doesn't
dude.
that seem like you age out of a gang at about 41?
And you're saying the boys now?
Right. He's
older.
he's a 41-year-old crazy white boy. And here was the problem, too. When they did the really awful racial slur that starts with an N, they didn't realize you need two G's in that as well.
They spelled it wrong.
They did spell it wrong,
I mean-
and it's now showing up on his latest mugshot.
Ha ha. You get what you deserve, dummy.
Oh, boy. Or there's a guy who exposed himself, and this is the fun part of the headline, at the University of Texas's Pickle Research Campus.
He brought out his pickle.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Well, this is tough stuff. That investigative reporting, you never know what you're going to get. I know you might find this shocking, but apparently Denny's in Georgia had failed a health inspection.
Oh.
We have audio of this clip.
Okay. So you got this investigative reporter that goes out to try to get the story, but the employees did not meet them with much kindness.
You can get up and pay.
Can we ask you, ma'am, about this? Expired deli meat stored in the cooler for customers? Were you serving expired deli meat? Ma'am, don't touch the camera.
Don't put the camera in my face.
Hey, we need to ask
you don't need to
about
be in
these
my face.
violations.
Call police.
So we're not going to discuss
They're
it.
not supposed to be in the building.
So, whoa.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Hey,
the news is walked in here.
come on now. Guys, you want to talk to us about
Do you
this
have
store?
rights to record us?
Yes, we do.
Why? What are your rights?
You have a failing health inspection.
Okay,
you want to talk about the failing health
the
inspection?
failing health inspection is up.
Hey, that's assault. That's a charge. We're not touching you.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that's the one time you don't act like a fool when cameras are running and it's with the news. What are you doing?
Yeah. And yes, you've got a health violation they're just asking you about.
Expired meats? That's
Yeah.
so gnarly, man.
That sounds kind of rough, doesn't it?
You said from Denny's?
Denny's in
Come on,
Georgia.
Denny's.
Yeah, Lithonia, Georgia. There's an Oregon man that's been accused of making a homemade bomb filled with dog feces and giving it to a former friend. Apparently, the friend hadn't returned something he wanted. Their friendship was frayed, and so he said, "Oh, I've got one more gift for you." Apparently, it was a toolbox set to explode when it opened.
Whoa.
Yeah, the ex-friend, said the device exploded with such force that it sounded like an M80 going off.
Oh my gosh. Was he opening it and exploded on him?
Yeah, he said dog poo blew all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was rigged with a battery, wiring, switches, and a car's airbag.
Okay, you can get arrested for that.
Oh, yeah, it was. He was arrested on a felony charge of unlawfully manufacturing a destructive device. Several other charges had to post $2,000 bond, but he's not done yet.
How's the friendship?
Frayed. Not doing well. There's a guy in Virginia that got arrested for apparently trying to go to a hoe service for a hoe.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I didn't know they even had this, but if you want animal husbandry, apparently there's some Johns that you can go to. 67-year-old guy thought he was hooking up with a John for a horse. Turns out it was an undercover cop.
Oh. Wait, hold on. What?
This guy was trying to broker the services of a horse for sexual relations.
A horse pimp.
There's things out there like that?
I don't know. But if you do, there's a chance you've just got an undercover cop who really probably has to hate his job that day. Be like going, what's my job?
I'm trying to bust people doing what?
Yeah, I got to try to I got people who are trying to have sex with a horse and I got to go out there and catch them.
There's some weird people out there.
There are some weird people.
And that's coming from one of the weird people. But I mean, that is a different level, y'all.
This guy, part of his probation, he's banned from being within like 100-foot radius of any animals.
Good.
Any animals? So if a bird comes near him,
he's got to run. Can you imagine how hard that is? I mean, any animal staying 100 feet from any animal.
How
ever,
fun would it
period?
be to mess with him, though?
oh, start walking your dog. Although I feel bad for the dog. Don't bring that dog involved.
Yeah. And finally, a woman in South Carolina said she had, quote, the coolest thing happened to her last week when a 6.5-foot alligator wandered up to her front door in Myrtle Beach. Thing was actually ringing the doorbell. When she looked out, she's like, oh, there's a gator.
Horrifying.
Horrifying for some. They have a photo of her when Animal Control came out because they taped its mouth, and she was holding it just like she was beaming. She's like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Oh, she's a tough girl.
She is a tough old girl. So she loved it. So she loves animals, but in the proper way.
Yeah.
Already number one in England. That is me. It's not number one in the United States. Just give it a couple hours. It'll be the number one song. It'll be big. Taylor Swift. She can't. I mean, her success rate on hits is pretty much about 100%, right?
She's in the pocket, Kev.
I was gonna say. I mean,
in the pocket.
Who is more predictable when it comes to their next hit? Is it Taylor Swift or is it Maroon 5?
Both living in that poppy world.
I mean, they got that formula. It's it's not gonna deviate too far, but it's gonna be a hit, isn't it?
It's a formula.
It is.
I still can't figure it out. I know I've heard that song somewhere else, something similar. Someone put something up on my social media. I couldn't hear the song they were talking about. I couldn't hear the similarities. She can get sued. Telling you, Swift's going to court.
Yeah, somebody texted in and said, the other day Jaybird was saying that Taylor Swift song reminded him of another song. Yes, definitely another Taylor Swift song. It does, yeah, and I'm trying to think of which one it is, but yeah, it's catchy. I mean, that's just it.
I don't think she's going to sue herself, though.
No, I think it's not a Swiftie song. I think it's another song she accidentally poached. We'll see you at court.
Think so, huh?
I do. I'm predicting it.
We were talking about, I think, the other thing you predicted the other day, we had a story about Adele. Remember that? That was about her and her husband. They split up.
They split up like secretly, and there weren't a lot of details until after it was already done.
Yeah. And I think Jaybird had a prediction. You remember your prediction?
I do.
What was it?
That Adele is going to write some sad-ass music because she is now heartbroken.
Guess who's teasing new music?
Boom!
Adele.
Yep. Knew it. They're in it for the hits, Virginia.
The breakup album.
They are in it for the pain and the hits.
Yeah. She just celebrated her 31st birthday, and she took to social media to talk about her evolution as a person and a possible new album.
But I thought she was going to retire for 10 years.
No, I think that's when she was happily married.
Oh, boy, man. Boy.
She retired and then spent time at home with her husband, realized she hated him, and then she's like, I don't need you. I'm rich, bitch.
I'm still young. I should
still
be out
young.
singing my ass off.
Right.
Yes.
She had to pay him, though. I'm pretty sure. I heard it was a pretty big
so she might want to. So one, she's now got some free time, and two, she needs some money. So what do you do when you got a little free time and you could use some cash? If you're Adele, okay, time for some new stuff. She put, for the first time in a decade, I'm ready to feel the world around me and to look up for once. And then the caption, she said, 30 will be a drum and bass record to spite you. Chin up, eh?
I'm not going to
Yeah, she does 30. Doesn't she name everything after her age, her albums?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll end. Once you hit your 40s, that stuff will be ending.
She'll make like 10, 30 albums. Like, wait a minute, you did how many of those in your 30s?
All of a sudden, she'll start changing the way she does her album titles.
Yeah,
by the way, she's worth $135 million.
Okay.
Dollars.
That's a lot of scratch.
Don't think she needs any extra cash.
Okay. How's your psychic abilities going on over there, Jaybird?
You know what? So weird. I knew you were about to ask me that question.
Really?
Yes, I sensed it. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Clearly, they're going good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty on point. Yes. Jaybird said that he thinks he's ready to start testing out his psychic abilities, Virginia.
Okay.
This is part of the deal. You have to put yourself out there and put it to the test. You know, you can talk about being a psychic, but can you walk the walk?
So you were thinking here what you could do is if somebody were to call into the show, they would tell you 3 things that they use at their job, and you've got 2 guesses each to figure out what they do for a living.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And if it says here, if they stump me, Virginia gets to kick me in the nuts.
Sweet.
I don't remember writing that, but I did have some tequila last night.
I wore my pointy shoes. Let's do this.
Bring it on.
Okay, so if somebody calls in, like they would have, let's say, for instance, they are a UPS driver. And they would say, okay, I have a uniform and a vehicle. And you would be able to, is that what you're saying? Your psychic abilities would be like, I could tell them that they're a UPS driver?
I need 3 items, my friend. 3. That's only 2. Give me one more item and I would have nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Virginia, I use a microphone. I got a big mouth. And I love entertainment. Oh, you do entertainment stuff on the air.
And I love kicking balls.
She does.
Okay. Do you think this is a good way to prove Jaybird's expanding psychic abilities here, Virginia? Or do you think?
Well, then if it's weak, I don't want to do it.
Here's what I want to do. I want to see. Okay. I'm going to let Virginia have one, and then I'll let Jaybird have one.
Okay.
Oh,
And
she
then
better
we'll
not
see.
be. You better not be a better psychic than me. I'll be so pissed off. Like that time I beat you at the wine competition.
Yeah, is this any kind of proof of any kind of psychic ability, or is this just like, duh, you tell me 3 things at your work, I'm going to probably be able to figure out what it is?
It's called I Understand Context Clues.
All right, maybe I wrote that out when I was drinking.
It shows.
It's not very good.
Psychic ability is I don't tell you
Okay.
nothing, and then you tell
I
me
get
something.
it. I'm wrong again. It's Monday, dude. Give me a break.
Yeah, he was drinking all day yesterday. Come on, you don't get this thing yet?
It was Cinco de Mayo.
I mean, come on.
Let's out psychic him.
All right, okay.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Jaybird thinks his psychic ability is growing. We're going to put it to the test here real quick.
Oh, we're doing this bit?
Yeah.
I've foreseen this not going well.
It's a quick little test here. Because, yes, Virginia thinks maybe this is just a game of intuition, that if you talked basically about 3 things you use in your trade that most people would be able to gather what it is you do for a living.
Context clues. We can all
Yeah.
pick up on that.
All right.
So
So,
it takes no ability whatsoever, is what Virginia
Zero.
says.
well, why am I even walking into this thing? Because if I nail it, it's going to be lame, and then if I fail it, it's going to be even more lame.
I disagree.
Yeah. I think either way, there's a really good chance to rip on Jaybird, wouldn't you say, Virginia?
Exactly.
That I can predict.
You brought this bit in for a chance for me to cut you down.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. This is your submission, my friend. Yes.
Damn it.
This is your big chance to prove your moment.
I feel like my powers are now becoming blocks. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm sharpening my shoes.
Okay. Paul is on here from the Pizzle. We'll start off with our psychic, Jaybird, in here. Paul, there's 3 items that Jaybird needs from your daily life and what you do in your profession. And then he's going to tell you what it is you do exactly. Okay. Can you give us item number 1 here, Paul?
Ladder.
Okay. Item number 2.
Drive a work van.
Drive a work van. Ladder, work van. Okay, yeah, you're a serial killer. I'm
Okay.
just kidding. Just kidding.
Item 3.
I have a uniform.
Okay. 3 items there. Psychic Bird.
And what was your what? If you don't mind, sir, what is the first initial of your mother?
Oh, my mother?
Yes, sir.
G.
Gee. Okay. Jaybird, let's get those psychic abilities working.
You fix something. You definitely are some type of a man with good with your hands. You fix items. You might even fix appliances, home appliances. You are you're a guy that comes. You fix stuff. You're a fix-it guy.
How would you feel, Virginia, if you were paying and this were your psychic in front of you giving you your
Hold on.
Very disappointed.
You fix televisions.
This is what your psychic sounds like.
You fix either.
I would get up
Hold
and
on.
demand my money back.
You fix either televisions or you're fixing air conditions. One of the two.
Televisions
One more time, I didn't hear you.
You either are fixing televisions or air conditions. You're doing something like that where you're going to a house to fix it.
Like fixing actual televisions? That's what you're saying?
I mean, or air conditions.
Okay.
No.
What is it you do,
You're
Paul?
close. I work for DirecTV.
Oh.
He's a satellite installer. for
That's
DirecTV.
I'm kind of dancing around.
Okay.
TVs. Partial credit. That's not
Okay.
terrible.
All
What's his
right.
mom's name?
I don't. I'm on powers. Oh.
Must have more pizza.
I'm gonna give myself sort of credit on that one. No.
Okay.
Half credit.
Okay.
Half credit.
Paul, I'm going to give you some theater tickets for your troubles, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Easy enough, yeah. Are you impressed with that, Virginia?
You're not that. You would be ripping on me quicker.
I'd be ripping on you much quicker. I give you half credit.
Okay. That's why I wanted to have Virginia, who doesn't have any claims to any psychic abilities, to kind of compare to see, okay, is there an era of psychic ability in what he just did, or is this just going to be pretty easy with 3 contextual clues about what you do?
I mean, installer, you do technically fit. We're talking semantics here, but you do fix a
But
TV.
you did also say, or air conditioning.
Yeah, you got to just say one thing.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
You can't say 5 things. Am I close?
Didn't say 5. I said 2.
Okay. We've got Daniel on here from Coral Springs. Hello, Daniel.
Hey guys, big fan of the show, and Jason, I'm also a weirdo.
I love it. Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. We need 3 items from your job here, Daniel, for Virginia. She's going to try to see if she can guess what it is you do.
All right, have a uniform and drive a company vehicle and drive around a lot.
Okay.
One more item.
Second clue is meet with customers. They tell me the problems. I try to resolve it.
Okay.
What is an item from your job? Like we got
And
a ladder.
also a ladder.
Okay.
Same kind,
Also
almost the
ladder.
same kind of thing as the other guy.
It is. So is it, do we have did we just call up DirecTV and get all their salesmen and technicians on here, or does this guy do something different?
This guy doesn't do TV. This guy's not involved in TV.
He's not.
That I
Okay.
can feel.
Okay.
That I sense.
All right, Virginia, what do you think Daniel does here from what he told you? Very similar to what Paul said.
I think he is an electrician.
An electrician. Okay, that is your guess. What is it you do, Daniel?
I am a commercial AC technician.
Okay, let me just throw this out there.
Uh-huh.
2 men were on the line. I threw out TV and I threw out air condition. I'm just saying that could have gone way worse.
Is this amazing a psychic ability that we are seeing here, Virginia? Are you wowed?
I'm dancing around these answers.
He's tippy-toeing around being psychic.
Okay.
You could almost trick yourself into we might be seeing greatness.
Oh, that could have gone so much worse. I will take that as a win.
Okay.
That's a win. Oh, where's the beer?
It's Tuesday. No, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
I'm like going, he talked about drinking tomorrow. I'm like going, I thought, oh, geez.
Be careful, Kevin. Dumb is contagious.
Look, these psychic abilities is making me a little tired. I need a rest.
And nothing's going to do that more than beer.
Okay.
Okay, your level of impressed, Virginia, 5 being like you're completely blown away and you believe Jaybird is a bona fide psychic.
I'm at a 3.2.
I will take
Wow.
it.
Okay. All right, you keep working on that skill, my man.
Keep working.
Okay. Keep working on that skill. All righty, big news. Virginia's excited. We got a royal baby.
The royal baby is here, Kevin.
Okay.
And they named it Fig Newton.
They don't have the name announced yet. Meghan Markle gave birth to a healthy baby boy.
Okay.
7 pounds, 3 ounces.
Wow.
Now, is this their first kid?
Don't you set me up for no snore. Don't you snore on Meghan Markle's baby.
Yep.
She's an American icon.
Oh, God.
She's the dream. She's a princess.
Yep. Oh, I remember that.
Don't you dare snore.
I can't wait when we can talk about it 7 times tomorrow on the Dirt of the Day.
Oh, it'll be a big story. Yep. Other stuff going on. We were talking a little bit about what went down at Sunfest. Yesterday proved to be a very interesting day. Tears for Fears had to cancel their show because of the rain, and then Keith Urban had to be rerouted from PBI to Miami and had to take an Uber from Miami going 100 plus miles an hour talking about it. That's kind of a big story today. A lot of people talking about that. But it was kind of interesting during Call 'Em Out. You know, some people were calling out Keith Urban for, being late. Then other people were like, oh, no, he was so awesome. And then people were calling out, the Sunfest for Tears for Fears not playing. And then somebody also texted in and said, I'm calling out Tears for Fears. The inside, I don't know how they know. The inside is that Tears for Fears were being D-bags and refused to take the stage. Totally not Sunfest's fault.
Huh.
So that's some of the rumors that are floating around about what exactly happened.
And the crowd, they started to shout.
Let it all out. I'm wondering, I assume they would have contracts about that. Like
they do.
What
They do
we were
have
playing,
contracts.
and it would be specific, saying if it's raining, we expect you to go out. But maybe they went and said the footing is not good or something like that, and we refuse to get out there. So who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know either, Virginia.
I know that they didn't have somebody taken away in handcuffs like we did at Rosalita's. So, bam, in your face.
We bring the party.
Yeah, that was something. I was walking in at 5 yesterday, and there was a cop, and this woman was screaming. I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then Jason and I ran into her down the way a little bit later on, and she's like, yeah, I can't believe they had a problem with me. She's like, my ex was sitting there. He was drinking. His head was down, and apparently – they weren't serving them, but you can still get drinks if somebody buys them for you. So I reached over and I smacked the bitch in the head, and it was my fault.
She was real still. The emotions were raw still. Yeah. And this had it happen at least an hour.
It's not a party. It's not a KVJ party until somebody's taken away in cuffs.
Well, she was kind of, I think, let off the premises, but she snuck her ass back on.
See, what happened was they took her over to the 7-Eleven and then just said, be about your life.
You got to go, girl.
And she turned right around and came right back. Like a dog doing its vomit.
That's the party of a Cinco de Mayo party at Rosalita's.
That was the draw. They were going to face off against Johnny Law just to get back to our Rosalita's party. All right, we have got the After the Show podcast coming up live on YouTube. Before we get to that, Jaybird, wrap it up with a lovely thought for the day, my friend.
Never forget who you are or what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. Oh. What is that from?
I have no idea.
Game of Thrones, baby.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Who said that?
Tyrion Lannister.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was a big dud. I did it for Kevin.
I liked it. Didn't get it at all.
All right.
Okay. Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.